It is a beautiful day out here today, and so I thought I'd come outside and record the video today. I was up early today because I had a meeting at 8 o'clock this morning on Zoom with a bunch of people, and that meeting reminded me of something. It reminded me of how good it is to be connected to people. It reminded me again of how good it is to see people and to talk to people and to catch up with them and to, again, be connected. There's a part of me that sort of thinks once in a while, I don't need that. I can do things on my own, and I don't really need people, but that's not true, you know. As things have been opening up a little bit and we get to see a few more people and we get to run into more people because it is so nice outside and you get to visit a little bit, I've been reminded that we do need one another. We do need connection. We do need to hear how other people are doing, and we need to share how we're doing with other people as well. I think we make a huge mistake when we think that the Bible is just about me and God. There's a portion of Christianity that sort of teaches the Bible that way, that it's a very isolating kind of thing, that it's just me, God, the Bible, and that's it, and someday I'll go to heaven and it'll all be great. There is an importance of you taking your spiritual health seriously. It is important that you find your way through this book. But this book is not isolating. In fact, if you think about it, when Jesus shows up on the scene, he starts calling people to him, right? He calls people to come and follow him. He wants a connection. As you look through it even further, the book of Acts is all about how God's people went out and taught other people and formed groups that came together to worship, and churches beginning. That's the book of Acts. That's people coming together and connecting not only with God but with one another. The letters then, books like Romans and 1st and 2nd Corinthians and Galatians are just really, they're instructive and they're teaching, but they're also connecting. There's a connection with God, but there's also a connection between people. And so Paul starts his letter to the Philippians this way. He says, I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. It is right for me to feel this way about all of you. Paul has feelings for them. Paul misses them. Paul's isolated from them. And so he says, I remember you all the time. I pray for you all the time. I long when we could get back together. I look forward to sharing with you. As things continue to open up, hopefully we'll get back to sharing with one another a little bit more. We'll get to see each other a little bit more. Maybe even very soon we'll get to worship together soon. But until that happens, may I encourage you to make a point of connecting with one another. We have to be isolated in some ways, but don't isolate yourself completely. You need one another. I need you. Can we make a point of staying connected? Because while we're connected to God, we need to be connected to one another as well.